so surreal. It takes me back to the day when we were in the office, and I kid you not, he was just sitting there chopping it up. And he was like, all right, I mean, I'd only been working there a couple days at that point. We were just talking. And he was like, man, what you gonna do with you? And I was like, I don't know. I might take him here, might take him there.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling either one. He was like, no, I get that. And I'm like, what you want to do? And he was like, well, I'm kind of in the same spot. And so we were both still sitting there just eating. And it was almost at the same time. We both kind of just looked up and we were like, well, should we do our own thing?
Right.
And like, we were both like, yeah, nah, not. Kept eating. And we're like, yo, could we do it? And so I think we called Sarah at that point. It was just like, let's just throw this out to somebody else, man. And to look, almost 3.5 years later.
Oh, 2.5 years. We're not even at our 3-year mark.
Oh, we're on 3 because we're on the third season of baseball.
We will start that coming up. I promise you. We had our 2-year anniversary last year. We're working on our 3rd year.
Working on the third.
Yeah.
It's just wild.
Wow, man. You remember we were sitting in my office, right? We started talking about, all right, we're gonna do this. What do we call ourselves, right?
Yeah.
And so
we went through 1,000 names.
1,000 names, right? And you remember, obviously, I was a big Longhorn fan, so I said, look, I'll let you pick the name.
I see the colors.
But I gotta get the colors, right?
I didn't even get the name though.
You did.
I didn't even get
because you know what?
He ain't let you get nothing. Who got the name? Well, I threw out Trojans. Okay.
Yeah.
And some people shot that down.
You know,
they were like, they shot it down, and then somebody was like, "What if we go close to that and do Spartans?" And it was like, "All right, cool."
Well, it all came from the chant. We wanted the chant, so we worked backwards, right? We worked backwards. But then, Brian, look. So look, fast forward, right? Now we did it. We went and won a championship our first year. It was crazy, right? We started thinking, hey, what can we do next? What can we do next, right? And then if you remember, I called you one day. Never forget this, man. I called Brian one day. I said, you know what? I'm gonna call that dude that owns TRPT.
Yeah.
I just out the blue. And he was like, well, you know? I said, I don't know. But we both went to Mesquite, or we both grew up in Mesquite. So I'm sure we know some people. And so I don't know if you remember, but I literally just picked up the phone randomly and called you and said, hey, man, I'm the president of the Spartans, and I think we should work together.
100%. Right? And then it was either that day or the very next day you pulled up and I let you hear, you came, and we talked. So it wasn't like we talked and then a month later it was literally random phone call. And I'm like, hey, I'm always down to speak. I don't care about who it is. I just want to hear what everybody has to say because I'm all about partnership, collaboration. And then you pulled up like literally that day or the next day and we chopped it up and we've been rolling.
It's been organic.
Yeah, 100%. Everything's been organic.
Well, and I remember the conversation I had, and everything that you said to me was, man, I want to give back. I'll do anything for the kids. It's not about the money. It's not. I heard that so many times. And you know, it's easy for people to say that, but then immediately you just started showing up. You came and did the blitz for us. You did all kinds of things that helped our kids grow. And then it was Spartan Sundays, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, let's be honest, dude. Spartan Sundays, we got these kids that come out. Any kid can come out, right? It's $20, dude.
It's a way of life.
Yeah.
Like, there are certain kids that I'll talk to their parents and I'll be like, oh, you going up there? It's like, my kid's making me.
Yeah.
Like they get up in the morning, it's like, hey, we're going to church and it's Spartan Sunday, right? So like, it's a way of life now.
We've been doing it it'll be coming up like literally almost a year straight every Sunday, except maybe 3 of them because I was out of town twice, and even the third time, you was like, hey, we don't want to stop it, and you ran one, but
I ran one
by myself, I remember that,
We've been doing it almost a year straight for every Sunday, and for me, you can ask the parents, if it's 20 kids, and really come up there three times by himself, and they're like, hey, do we need to go? I said, no, you showed up. It only takes 2 people to be here, me and you, and so we work regardless.
And you know, so the thing that I always think about is what's next, right? We always talk about big. DP, you've been the best partner I could ask for. You haven't asked us for anything. You've been there.
That's done amazing.
Couldn't have done this without you. But here's the deal, right? We got to do it big, right?
100%.
So as we think about this, what's the next step for us? And I think I got a pretty good idea. You know what I'm thinking?
I definitely know what you think.
You know what I'm thinking?
With you. I'm rocking with you.
This is Sparta. facility is off the charts. I've never seen anything like it. Through our volunteers, and I mean that, our volunteers, guys like Chris Leach, Rob Robinson, these guys have put in countless of hours, not to mention all of our board members, volunteers, John Pugh, our countless sponsors, but just a few of the features of this facility. Brand new turf. This is not just cheap stuff used anywhere else. This stuff is brand new, 1.5-inch padded turf. We've got a full service 500-pound ice machine to make sure our kids can, our drinks stay cold and any of our injuries are taken care of really quickly. We've got water fountains, water refill stations, fully filtrated. We've got not one, not two, but 3 TVs in here. Now these TVs are gonna show all the highlights for the kids and our videos, slideshows, things of that nature, but they're also for another reason. We're gonna be able to do film study here multiple times a week. If you look over behind me, not only are you gonna see the film study area, but if you look at some of the walls, we have what's called dry erase paint. That dry erase paint lets our coaches write directly on the walls and wipe it off. Film study is gonna be a piece of cake around here. It's an incredible facility, it's safe, and it's ready for the kids this season. About to show them for the first time. First time any of these kids have seen this. Parents, kids, all of them. They're gonna be excited. Y'all give it a second. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Spartans! What is your profession?
The 2025 Forney Youth Athletic Association Spartans are going to be a show like you've never seen. Our motto has always been to do it big. Kids are the stars, we're the directors, and we're going to put on a show. And I promise you, the 9U Spartans, they're going to put on a show this year. Be on the lookout for Himothy because he's on a whole nother level. We're excited for it. Look at this amazing facility. We're excited for what we're going to do. Let's get this show started.